The movie begins with a little boy walking down the street, then his neighbor and only friend came to walk with him, and they go to the Christmas sweets shop so that Hikari buys a cake for his parents, and when Hikari and Anna came out of the store, he was annoyed by two naughty boys who hit him and dropped the cake. But Anna defends him and they sit together, so that Hikari tells her the new comic which he wrote. Hikari began to tell the story about Santa, who distributes happiness to people at Christmas, but during the rest of the year he is alone in a secluded place where no one knows him, and because Santa is not allowed to carry sadness in his heart, so this sadness was expelled to be embodied in the form of a small demon who distributes misery to people throughout the year, and only the Queen of Destiny, who comes with a red shawl and the moon behind her, can stop this demon. Then we see Hikari, who has already grown up and become a manga writer, calling Anna to ask her which Christmas cake he should buy this year. Anna laughs and tells him to buy a chocolate one. We know here that Anna is still Hikari's neighbor and best friend, and she has a blacksmith studio in which she makes designs for the company she works for. On the other hand, we see in the same company Suyeon, which works as a lighting designer. Hikari was still so attached to the little demon claws he created when he was young, that in the evenings, he surreptitiously sprays flyers on the tongue of this character, which is often just as frustrated and sad as he is. Hikari also works at a manga shop, and his manager was always annoyed that Hikari is such a kind person to the point of being pathetic. One day, Hikari was walking down the street, when he bumped into a girl wearing a red coat and holding a small figurine in her hand. Hikari looked at Suyeon and apologized to her, but she discovered that the leg of the model in her hand had fallen off, so Hikari started looking for it while apologizing. At that moment, Suyeon told him that she has to go. He looked at her to see a truck with a picture of the moon came behind her, and then he remembered the Queen of Destiny that was in his story, and he knew that this girl is the Queen of Destiny who will bring him out of the darkness of his heart. Hikari returned to Anna's studio and began to eat happily, and when Anna asked him about the reason, Hikari took out the leg that he had found later, and told her that he met the girl of his dreams. Anna seemed upset on hearing that, and she asked him to draw her, and when he did, she was shocked that this girl is the same Suyeon who works as a lighting designer in the company. But Anna didn't tell Hikari, who was hoping that fate would bring them together again. The next day, Anna went to see Suyeon in the company, and she stood watching her from afar, seeing how feminine and beautiful she is, with her tidy nails. Anna looked at her hand to see that her nails were full of oil and grease, and compared to Suyeon, she would definitely lose. After that, Hikari was walking when someone called him. He turned to see his old classmate from the university, Kitayama, who had traveled to London to work abroad, but he decided to return to Japan again to fulfill his dream of being a manga writer just like Hikari. Time passed, and Anna was walking on the street when she saw the new Devil Claws post, in which he expresses his hidden sadness. Anna remembered Hikari's happiness at seeing Suyeon, and although she loves him since childhood, at this moment she decides to bring them together just to see his smile again. The next day, Anna told Hikari that she managed to find his dream girl. Hikari was shocked. So Anna told him to look at the envelope on the table. Hikari opened the envelope to see Suyeon's picture and information about her, and he knew that she is a famous lighting designer, and a girl like her would never love a guy like him. But Anna scolded him and called him a coward because he would miss this opportunity. Then she went and brought him a book and told him to give it to Suyeon as a gift. Hikari wondered about the book, but Anna told him to trust her. Indeed, the next day, Hikari went to meet Suyeon at the company. And he gave her the anthropomorphic foot that he found and apologized to her, so Suyeon smiled softly and told him to stop apologizing. After that, Hikari gave her the book as a gift. Suyeon got very excited and asked him how he knew that she wanted this photo book, and when she was going, Hikari mustered his courage and called her. But as soon as she looked at him, Hikari got nervous and asked her to take care of herself and she left. At work, Hikari was blaming himself for missing his only opportunity. And he wished he had asked for her number, but his phone rang and when he answered, he was surprised that it was Suyan, who told him that the card that contained his number was inside the book. Hikari knew that Anna was the one who did that, and he quickly rectified the situation and told her that he wants to invite her to dinner in order to apologize to her for breaking the model. But Suyan told him that she is tired of apologies, but she will invite him to thank him for his gift. Hikari ran to Anna's studio with joy and told her what had happened. Anna smiled painfully and told him that the next step is to prepare him for the date, and she took him shopping and his appearance became completely different. Then Anna guided him to a high-end restaurant and they went there as a training to bring Suyan to the same one, and here, Hikari thanked her for having relied on her since he was young. She smiled at him, and when he went home, Anna stood in the street and started crying. The next day, Hikari met Suyan, but due to an accident, the restaurant where they were going to was closed, so Suyan took him to one of the restaurants she knew, to be surprised that it is a small one, and she told him that she feels more comfortable in such places, and after a while, Suyan drank to the extent that she became completely drunk, and Hikari had to carry her to his house. And the next morning, Suyan woke up to find Hikari putting food for the birds as usual, and he apologized to her that he had to bring her home because he didn't know where she lives. After that, Suyan saw a small doll that was hung on the door, so Hikari told her that it is to prevent the rain, and he gave it to her. Suyan held it, and said she wishes it could drive the clouds out of her heart too. And when Suyan left, Anna saw her leaving Hikari's house, so she was shocked and sad, and headed to the studio, but Hikari quickly followed her and got on his knees and told her that nothing happened between them. Anna asked him why he is on his knees, and he told her that he didn't want her to be angry with him. Then Hikari sat next to her, and told her that he had fallen in love with Suyan and wants to confess to her. The next day, Hikari met Suyan by chance, only to find her crying, so he took her to his special place where he used to cry when he was young. Suyan asked him if this is his secret place, but Hikari told her that the only one who knew about this place is Anna. Suyan told him that Anna must be someone special to him. He told her that she is, as they are best friends since childhood. Suyan told him that she has someone she loves too. She used to work with him in London, and when he came back to Japan, she came back after him, but she can never confess to him because he is busy with work. Hikari doesn't know why he wasn't shocked, on contrary to what he expected, but he went to Anna and told her that he intended to confess to Suyan, and he waited for Anna's reaction, but she told him to be brave, but he told her that it isn't easy. Then Anna told him that she would travel to Paris for 3 years. Hikari was shocked and asked her how he can live without her, but Anna tells him that he now has Suyan and she left quickly. The next day, Kitayama called Hikari, and told him that he wants him in his office regarding a contract with a big manga company, and when Hikari went there, he was surprised by Suyan walking away from Kitayama's office, and when he went there, he saw that she had left him an invitation with the raindrop doll that he gave her. Hikari then knew that the one she loves is Kitayama, so Hikari entered the office and gave them to him. The next day, Anna hurried to Hikari's store after he sent her a message apologizing to her. And she asked him for the reason, so he told her that he had decided to give up on Suyan and would not confess to her because she already had someone she loves. Anna lost her mind and got so angry. She started yelling at him because he is such a coward, and if he doesn't care about his feelings, then he should do about her own. Then Anna told him that she would go to Paris without returning because she can't bear to suffer more than this. Then she left him. Hikari was shocked by what Anna said, and felt that he was a fool for not noticing her love and not knowing that his true feelings for her were love, not friendship. And on Christmas Eve, Kitayama went to Suyan after he saw the doll she left for him. Written on it, "Keep the clouds away from your heart," and he decided to finally confess his love to Suyan. Then Hikari came running to the place looking for Anna, thinking that she would be here, but he was surprised by Suyan telling him that Anna at the airport, and here, Hikari started running fast to reach her before she leaves, remembering all her moments with her, and blaming himself for neglecting her. As for Anna, she was heading to her plane in sadness when she heard Hikari's voice calling to her after he arrived. Anna ran to Hikari, and he wrote on her hand the last message of Devil Claus, which says that she was with him in the past and present, and he will remain with her forever. Then Hikari told her that Suyeon was indeed able to guide him to the light in his heart, which was all this time with him, and he never noticed, the light, which was Anna.